Hey everyone, welcome back. You wanted to learn more about Pashto folklore. Well, buckle up because today we are diving deep into a story that's been passed down for centuries. The tragic romance of Meena and Fateh Khan.
It's a classic for a reason. It's got everything: love, forbidden romance, tribal feuds.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet, but with a Pashto twist. We've got excerpts, analyses, different versions, the whole works.
It's amazing how these stories get passed down, orally over generations. There's no original written text.
Right, it just adds to the mystery. Okay, so for anyone who hasn't heard of it, give us the rundown. What's the story about?
All right, so picture this. Two young people madly in love, but their families totally hate each other. Like generations-long feuds, sworn enemies.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, and the specifics of what happens to them, that changes depending on who's telling the story. But the one constant, it always ends in tragedy.
A real heartbreaker. This story feels ancient, like it's echoing events from way back when. Any idea how old it really is?
You're right on the money there. Experts think it could be more than 200 years old, maybe even older. We're talking back to the Durrani Empire. Think about it. That was a crazy time wars, rebellions, you name it.
Wow, and this story survived all that. That's incredible. It must really resonate with something deep in Pashto culture.
Exactly. It's not just a love story, it's like a time capsule. It shows us the power dynamics back then, the importance of family and tribe, and what happened when you dared to break the rules.
It's like a window into the past.
Totally. It's fascinating, right? This folklore, it's not just entertainment, it's cultural memory. It's how they pass down values, fears, anxieties, all that.
That's so interesting. So in a way, Gulmina and Fateh Khan, they weren't just characters. They were symbols of something bigger.
Yeah, think about it. They chose love over tradition. That's a powerful message, even today.
That brings up an interesting question. Is the story just tragic? Or is it also about rebellion, about fighting for love no matter what?
That's a great point. It's definitely open to interpretation. Yeah, it highlights the consequences of going against society's rules. But it also shows the incredible strength of love. That even when everything's stacked against you, you can still choose love. You can still rebel.
It makes you think, right? This story is centuries old, but does it still have relevance today? What can we learn from it?
Absolutely. Look around. Even today, we have star-crossed lovers. We have conflicts fueled by politics, religion, culture, you name it. Think about the struggles for LGBTQ plus rights, or couples trying to marry outside their religion.
It's like history repeating itself.
In a way, yeah. These stories, even ancient ones, show us that these aren't new problems, and they help us understand the root of the conflict.
And maybe have more empathy for the people caught in the middle of it.
Exactly.
So we started with a tragic Pashto love story, but we've really uncovered something much bigger.
Right. It's about cultural values, societal pressures, the eternal battle between what you want and what society expects of you.
It's a story that still has the power to move us, even centuries later. And it makes you wonder, right? If these themes were so powerful back then, how do they show up differently in different cultures and times? How about that for a thought to ponder? Keep exploring, and we'll be back with another deep dive soon.